Okay, everybody, we're live on the internet,
Yeah.
and I've gotten all the fart smells out of my office after the live game yesterday. Someone gave Jed cheese. And Spencer and I also were cutting a rug. We're cutting the cheese. Everybody else okay, though?
Pretty much. Better.
You're better, Moose? You're recovering from the surgery?
Yeah, took a while.
It did?
It took almost 3 weeks. It is a tender area with a lot of moving parts.
Most of the time I get told it's... You're
Yeah,
back...
that's what you get told. It's fucking bullshit.
Till it swells up the size of a damn softball.
Yeah. I even asked my doctor and he was like, "Oh yeah, that's what people say. It's bullshit."
Huh. The more you know. The more you know.
Yeah, it was fucking rough.
The big problem is you can't lay down and keep the incision above the heart.
I'll just put it to you this: we're on air, aren't we?
Yeah, we're on air.
Never mind.
You're,
I'll just say the right side the right side of the other part was just pure black.
just up the side.
The right one, and then the right side of the middle one, pure black.
Hmm. That sucks. Sounds like you just got punched.
It was rough.
Ew. Well, off of that quite literally uncomfortable topic, what else has anybody got going on that's been fun?
I've been getting more and more used to using the Blood on the Clock Tower app because I'm gonna force everyone to play it.
Oh, talking about the game that you mentioned.
Yes.
It sounds super fun, and it has an app.
Yeah, that's how we're gonna play it. It's like a website. It's not an app. It's a website.
So it'd be like going through Foundry or something like that.
No, it's literally just a website.
Oh, dope.
I think it's technically considered an app, but it's just a website. But it has we wouldn't use Discord to talk or anything. Like it's all
It's all contained
we
within
do it
that,
through that, yeah. And for a reason.
so that conversations aren't open and more private between different factions.
No, not fact. Like you'll see, it's
Well, I mean,
hard to describe.
you mentioned like the bad guys can have minions. I figure that them
Correct.
communicating would not need to be public to everybody else.
Right, but if they're only talking to each other, then say you're a good guy, you're gonna notice that those are only talking. You're gonna figure out who it is really fast. So you don't have to. You have to be very clever.
Oh, that's neat. I was outside from about 7 until 1 today. And I cleaned up my whole back fence and mowed, and found out that I had a poison ivy vine as thick as my thumb running along the back fence.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that got taken care of. Also, I drug my old fridge out of the shed because it finally gave up the ghost.
Why are you drugging things? You shouldn't be drugging things.
I-
Why does your refrigerator have a ghost?
Because I stuck it in there. I thought it would work like a ghost trap from
That
Ghostbusters. I was wrong.
that doesn't work like that.
Ghost just drank the beer and left.
It's what we build at work. I've been told it looks like a Ghostbusters trap.
But no, the fridge finally died out in the shed, and that was like a 12-year-old fridge. So my current kitchen fridge is going to become my shed fridge. And my bonus check came in, and Emily and I, for the first time in several bonuses, were able to buy something that we wanted, not something we needed,
Yeah.
and be able to put money aside for everything. Plus, we might see some of y'all Friday down in Lafayette.
Nice.
Because Thursday's our anniversary, and we were looking at what's something we haven't done, and we haven't gone to a play. And there just so happens to be a rather funny one on in Lafayette right now.
It's really good.
Claire has informed me it was not for children, so that let me know that the song about the Strandsloofer is actually being performed.
It is.
It's the one that really triggered it was the roll in the hay.
Yeah. The child was fine, and then she got kind of
Weirded out.
yeah, got the feeling a little uncomfortable. So if that's the case, then Mish may join y'all because Mish didn't get a chance to watch it all. So
I've been well. I'll put it to you this way: I was informed today that I am going to watch it with Mish on Friday.
You know what? I've had a lot of those as of recent that I am informed of something I am doing. Which, on that note, Cannon Knox, before we really kick it off here in a second, based on the number of houses that have been posted in the kitchen table, we really need to set time aside for one of those again. And also, I feel that would be a safer place for me to vent about the bullshit that I learned when I went to the teaching conference. Like, I went to New Orleans and I did not get to drink. But I did piss off a bunch of ghost toured crews because they thought I was following them. Anyway, so
I've been to New Orleans a million times. I've never done a ghost tour.
Em and I did one. Em, didn't we do one on our honeymoon? Like one of the walking tours during the day?
Apparently, I have to click the tab every time I want to talk.
You gotta hit tab and alt?
No, I have to click within the tab before it'll let me hit Alt,
Oh.
which is slightly annoying. But yes, we did. And then you.
And then I went on one that Cedric and Evie did at night. They're okay, but also, like, all the haunted crap in the French Quarter is go down Dauphine, take a right, go over here, and there's the Lalaurie Mansion. So, I mean, it's... You know what I mean?
yeah.
Any case, I went and got videos for the podcast with Chris. So, fly. Okay. So, it's been several weeks since we... Damn it, Edge. No, I don't want you...
To exist.
Yeah, I don't... Okay, it's... I don't think it was catching... Okay, it did not catch Edge popping up on my extra monitor where the game is streamed because I got it on a window capture, not a screen capture. Okay. Oh, God. Anyway, so you're able to retrieve Mixel. You made it back to the House Elsbane. Mixel was telling you he needs some things. You offered him a joint bigger than the gnome, Mularn. So it looks like y'all were at a point of preparation. And that's where we'll pick up. You're in the room that Tarl made, or the chapel that Tarl made a sanctuary for getting back to. You still have the magic items you found in that one place that I don't believe you have checked or identified. And you have a small gnome and a ball of indestructible force at your disposal.
Excellent. So have you maybe thought about, I don't know, figuring out a way to put brakes on that fucking thing?
Oh yeah, man. Like I've tried a bunch of different ideas. Either the sphere eats them, or it
Uh-huh.
reduces my vision to nothing in here.
How
Slip.
about how about like just you couldn't, I don't know, use a cube of force? Put wheels on it?
No, I've never stopped and thought about a sports car force, kid. You know, 1,000+ years ago when I made this spell, that might have been a really dope idea, though.
Yeah, just a thought.
But when you're about to be eaten by one of the heads of Tiamat, you cast what you can, man. Passed right through. I've seen some shit.
He made some shit too.
Technically, I was the shit. Anyway, I gotta go get some of my stuff together, and then we can go.
Okie
Should only take me about 20-15 minutes.
I'm sorry, what?
Should only take me about 20-15 minutes. Get all my stuff.
That's like 4 days.
It's 20 minutes.
You said 20, 15 minutes.
20 or 15 minutes.
20 or 50 minutes?
He just starts scooty poofing with his little ball out the door and around a corner.
He meant 15 or 20 minutes. He goes back.
I'm well aware. Not gonna lie. Sly possibility Kyle is getting some revenge on Mixel for some of the I don't know, a certain wand, maybe just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Do you legit hold a grudge against an NPC this bad?
What could have happened? Yes, Avi does. Avi is Avi is here's the thing about Avi is extremely careful to not lose control. Because he knows if he loses control, then legitimately all bets are off. And then like some really, really, really bad shit happens. So Mixel is responsible for Avi involuntarily losing control, which makes it worse for him.
Good thing it's not Avi in this game, then.
Very much so.
So, as y'all are still standing in the chapel, you see the Elsbane come walking in and staring at your entire group. So you found him?
Yeah.
Sure did.
You're taking him?
We are.
Yeah, let him let him have a little walkabout. I need him gone for just a few days. So he doesn't mess something else up that we got going on.
It might be longer than that.
That's fine. What'd you say y'all were fighting against again? Big ass dragon,
Nope.
corporate overlord.
Oh yeah, sorta.
That's the face it's wearing?
Oh wait, you're taking on the elf church, right?
Technically, yeah.
Technically, the evil spider goddess that's been tricking it is home.
You're fighting a goddess, right? Okay, I'm sorry, I've had a lot in the last 48 hours that you've been here. Like, the Sandy Claus is mad that apparently we didn't send enough fucking golden candy canes to him. So he's going to try to hold off on bringing gifts to the kids next year. Just because we killed him this last time, that's not fair.
What's gonna do what? Because
Oh, don't worry about it. Cultural thing here. But, holiday figure. Also, remnants of the older sons pop back up. I gotta let Junior's dad loose on them, which you'd be amazed at how much paperwork that is. To just let Hiram go do what he wants. He keeps receipts.
As do we all.
Yeah, I just prefer them not to be for 15 copper for wax.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tarl, your uncle looks at you. All right, Junior. Got something for you just in case you need it. And he hands you a horn, like a blowing horn, that is made from the central spike of one of the underground bloodworms. If you need it, blow it. We'll be there. All right.
As in, if we get in trouble and we need backup, blow it.
Why else would I give it to you?
Don't be coming down on me when I blow it then, because we may need you.
Yeah, Tarek said you might be fighting an army. I've been needing to stretch my legs. Only blow it if it's important, though. I got a trade deal. Plus, I got to negotiate a marriage contract for 2 of your cousins.
Which two?
My oldest and my third oldest. My oldest found this gnarly little halfling with a jacked up jaw that she's just fallen in love with because he's so gruff.
Oh, they're not marrying each other. Okay. I thought we were in a different type of place.
He just stares at you with the most disappointment and disapproving face you've ever seen come from about 4'3" off the floor.
Hiram looks at him. No, we're not in Lower Owlsbane.
What? That is, everybody keeps saying that that's part of our claim. No, that's the Deep Tykes. That's the fucking Deep Tykes.
We believe you.
You know, your father came through here at one point. We'll just leave it at that. I think we all know where the rest of that comment's going, right?
I mean,
Anyway, I gotta go back to paperwork and ruling. Blow it if you need it. If you blow it and you don't need us there and we show up, I'm gonna give your dad the receipt for moving the entire army.
You better have.
What's happening, Moose?
Sorry, give me a second.
Did the cat jump on his keyboard?
No.
The other side turned black.
God damn it. Yeah. But with that, Tarl, your uncle, then leaves the room. And then stops. Wait. 1, 2, 3.
Alright, sorry, but
Counts 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 elves. You had a fourth one with you when you first got here. Look like those two.
I think he's over at Dad's academy visiting.
No. I know Balfor. He claims he babysat me. He's not that. Well, he is that old. But no, he never did that. He's probably talking to your dad about something. Knees. Being old. I don't know. But no, there was another elf that looked like those two. Had weird hair. Where'd he go?
boy or girl?
You know, I don't know if I should be gendering anyone at this moment because, honest to God, with elves, I can't tell the difference. You're all
Take your best guess.
You're all pretty. Had a sword and armor.
But definitely not a whip.
Probably not. No.
Yeah, he has the unfortunate name of Mulet.
Yeah, where's he at? You had him with you. Did you lose him in the dungeon? Do I need to send a crew?
You know what? I don't have an answer
Oh
for
shit,
you.
Out of character, we all forgot that he went with you.
Oh, he probably just died again.
You can send somebody after him just to make sure.
I mean, did he go down there with you?
Hey, wait. I think.
Out-
Made a
Out of character.
Didn't he say?
Out of character. He was there when Tarl tried to slide down his shield down the stairs. And then we all collectively forgot that NPC was with you at that point.
Oh, there he is.
He just comes walking back. Hey guys, what's up? I just hit a couple of the casinos. I made so much money. Did you know there's something more than a platinum piece?
Yes.
Oh.
Stole one from Dad once.
Was more than
He just looks at you. This right here, best bud, and holds up like literally a glowing crystal coin.
It actually is. It's called Ethereum, is what it's called.
Moose, do not bring crypto into the fucking game.
That's slightly different, but yes.
Comes off of a chain.
Both of your characters die immediately, no revival.
Hi, everybody.
But yeah,
Look,
apparently,
pretty soon though, I'm gonna start making these paintings, and I'm gonna make one of them that's also on that same chain. All right, and then you get to own that painting,
like if you,
but only a copy of it though, not the actual painting.
Yeah, we're gonna keep the actual painting.
your brother looks at you, I'm telling Mom.
That's okay. It's called
art.
multi-level markets.
It's called an art chain.
Tarl, roll for dwarf at the moment.
What do you want me to roll?
I'm just making a joke. I was going to say dwarves are just not down with NFTs. But yeah, so yeah,
Oh, but you're wrong.
but I'm wrong. Is Tarl down for the NFTs now?
You rolled a 19 on perception.
You can see it's bullshit. You can see that it's all a lie and that it is harmful and that it is going to rob people of their money in not a cool way. Therefore, it is like one of the greatest sins you could commit. Like, even venture capitalists would be opposed to this bullshit.
You want me to tell you where real money's at?
Is it your bag of holding, Tarl? Like, that's where.
No, the real money's in a crystal called Vivinite. It's called the corpse crystal. Thing is rare.
Let me open up.
A kilogram of it can sell for $7,000.
Let me open up Dum Dum's character sheet real quick. I shouldn't say that. He has intelligence. It's just that wisdom ain't it. Okay.
And I hear tell that 2 kilograms of it may come in my possession soon.
Okay, we're gonna yada yada y'all convincing your Eldritch Knight brother about the blockchain and other crypto-esque currencies, one of which may actually be from a crypt being a death crystal.
Side note, that's a real thing, and I've got it coming.
An actual death crystal.
It grows on corpses.
And you're making what?
Whatever the hell he wants.
I'm gonna sell it in shards.
That is a really good idea. The only thing I would say is like sell a pendulum made of it. But that might be a cursed item.
It's too fragile to do that with.
Oh, side note, Emily and I might have actually created a terrible magic item in the real world. We used my welding gloves that I also use as my barbecue gloves. Because since I don't weld, big, thick-ass heat-resistant gloves to move metal grates. Awesome. They also work really good to pull up poison ivy.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them may now be infused with its oil, which means there might actually be a real poisonous glove in existence.
I'm not joking. You better keep that thing I don't even want to smell it.
I can't let Emily touch that glove again because she will more than likely get poison ivy.
If I just look at it, it'll be in my piss hole.
I went deer hunting one year, climbed a tree with a climbing tree stand across poison ivy, came home, took my clothes off and threw them in the laundry, and the wife got poison ivy from my hunting clothes.
Yeah.
See,
I've had poison ivy in my piss hole. I've had poison ivy in my throat, down my nostrils. Wherever you don't want poison ivy, I've had it, and it's
Moose,
not fun.
I'm afraid.
My mom got it in a cut one time, and it was like under her skin.
Oh yeah, that was really bad when that happened. Like, I don't get poison ivy usually if I touch it, but even if I touch it and I wash my hand and then I touch Emily, she has poison ivy now. Like,
Yeah,
I
like
never got poison. The first time I got poison ivy, I got it.
I think she has a scar from it still.
You have to wash 4 times to get rid of the oil.
I
I
know.
have to get shots. Like if I have even a bit of poison ivy, I have to get a shot. And
I've had,
usually they
I've had
won't
to
want to.
get steroids.
They won't give me the shot because I'm diabetic, and I have to beg them for it.
Noted.
Dude, I just have ant bites right now, and my arms.
We have crazy.
Dr. Christopher's bone and joint. Rub it on the ant bite. It's comfrey based. It will get rid of it.
She's got Campho-Phenique on it right now.
Yeah, at a certain age.
Anyway, so for the reunion next month, I need to double check to make sure I've gotten all the ivy off the back fence. And tell Moose to go nowhere near the back fence.
Yeah, it's. I get it
I
really
don't go
really
near.
bad.
Well, you know what? I know of a way to keep Moose away from the back fence. We'll just have a
Why would
small
I go to your back fence?
overstimulation, too many people in other places, so you just step over to the side.
Well, that's fair.
I'll just have a barrier of Godsmack playing in that one section.
No, that's how you get me to go there to start my murder spree.
I have been informed that you do not care for the group that is so far away.
They are not good. They're terrible.
You know what? I cannot disagree with that. So, back to the game. As this discussion about probably unethical means of making money, I'm assuming to mess with your brother who has just shown back up with a lot of money from the casinos in Garfin, back on the surface. Mixel hasn't made it back yet, guys, and it's been about 20 minutes.
Hmm.
Maybe we should go make sure he didn't go down one of them gopher holes again.
Does he know? Like, we probably have to kill him, right?
No,
To get what we need out of him. I would assume he has to die.
no. He can. He can do the spell that can stop what we need.
Right. But maybe that kills him and he knows it and he ran away.
Well, that's a valid point.
Let the search begin.
The search doesn't take long. There were stairs. And Mixel is just in his little ball staring up the stairs. And sighing.
Wait, he's in the ball?
He is in a small, look, he is a, like,
Yeah, he's in his hamster ball?
yeah, he's 3 foot tall, and he's in a sphere of force that keeps him alive. And he's at the stairs realizing the issue that he is in.
I take out the tongs, lift him up, and take him up the stairs.
Thank you. I didn't prepare fly.
I didn't understand. Okay.
He's in a hamster ball and he ran into stairs. Which, by the way, Moose, inform your wife that they have basically hamster balls for chickens to let them run around the yard.
Well, why would she need to know that?
Because it's important.
It is, and she would find it adorable.
And you can also be used in the house.
House chicken. House chicken.
When y'all end up murdered, and the police come ask me why, I'm gonna tell them I killed y'all.
Because of house chicken. Anyway, so y'all get Mixel. You make it to his room that's on one of the upper floors. See, Mulak, I have to ask you, because Mularn's going to need to go ahead and make a, just make a wisdom roll real quick for me, Mulak, or sorry, Mularn. Mulak, how much do you care about, like, the accoutrements of magery?
What?
How much would, like, if you walked into a room full of all the dopest mage shit that you've ever seen, how much would you care? Because you're a sorcerer, your magic is is natural. Your brother learns it.
Probably wouldn't give too much of a shit.
Cool, then I will not make you roll. Tarl, you've been here. Arvax, go ahead and give me a wisdom roll because you're about to walk into one of the biggest rooms you've ever been into.
He does have detect magic, so if it looks magical, he might cast that, but that's about it.
No, it's not like a. This is just to figure out a reaction. Arvax, it's okay. It's a lot of nerd shit. It's okay. Mularn, you're fighting back a little bit of a tear because this room is everything you wish you had in your magic library personally. Like you've been in Dexathron's pocket laboratory, and that's pretty much yours now. Walking into Mixel's marvelous magery, there are workbenches. There are rows and rows of books. There are levers and pulley systems to lift his little orb. In fact, also there's like a section that looks kind of like when we were kids. I don't know if anybody else thought these toys were cool, but like the marble toys where like they would go through the different tracks.
Uh-huh.
Like more or less that to allow him to go between levels. There's also several schematics laid out on tables for more of Mixel's marvelous magic items. You're walking into something more impressive than the school you studied in. You're pretty sure most of the good ideas and all the bad ideas in magic are in this room. Tarl, Mixel looks at you. All right, need you to take me over there?
Lift him with the tongs and take him where he needs to go.
I mean, I can't grab it. Mage hand can't lift that much.
What you need me to grab?
That bag. Those items.
Pick up the bag with the items.
All right, I'm going to need you to get that book, that book, that book.
Can they go in the bag?
It's a bag of holding.
I take the books and put them in the bag.
All right, I'm going to need that bong.
I pick up everything he says he needs and put it in the bag.
Question: did he say balm or bong?
Bong.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Because Mage Hand is still holding the, like, 1.5 foot long joint that your brother gave him. It's like when Mixel started going off about what he needs, and then your brother just holds out deadpan, we got this weed. I'm really sad that episode's audio got lost because that interaction was funny as hell.
Tarl takes the thing out of the mage hand and puts it in the bag too.
All right, okay. Let me down. I need to go through the pump system to get up higher to the top to see if I can find one last thing.
I sit him down on the pump system.
You watch as he gets shot up like Sonic the Hedgehog style through the tubes to the top. All right, what's everybody else doing in Mixel's marvelous magery?
I am perusing.
Tarl looks over his shoulder. Y'all don't touch anything now.
All right, anybody that wants to give me an investigation check of this room, go ahead. Okay, Arvax, you um Mulak, detect magic. You just have immediate sensory overload, man. Just it's every goddamn magic, every goddamn spell in this room. It's a lot. Like, you're starting to get a headache from casting that in here. I mean, it is a lot, dude. Was there anything you were looking for specifically?
No, you can do the others first. I'll just
No, I'm asking,
check.
was there anything specifically you were looking for so I could zone in on which magic is kind of louder than the rest of the ones around you?
Literally just if something stood out more than the other things. That's it.
There is, like, it is so bright it's hard to look at with this up, but there is something in a glass case off to your right.
Yeah, he'll head that way while you tell everybody else what they see.
Okay, Arvax with a 16, you got the lowest. You find Mixel's marvelous mace. It is a small can with a red cap on it.
What?
What was that?
I hold it up. What's this?
Our
Don't press that button.
Mixel is like 30 feet
I'm
up,
not
and
pushing a button. I'm asking.
you're asking what it is. Mixel's all the way up towards the ceiling. It's Arvax. The can is roughly the width, with the cap on, is roughly the width of your palm at your near 7 feet of height. That is a small can with a red cap that says Mixel's Marvelous Mace. If you look at the back, it says remove cap, point away, or point nozzle away, depress.
I shrug and put it in.
You shrug and put it in your pocket. So add to your inventory that you now have a can of Mixel's Marvelous Mace. All right. Mularn, there are so many, many, many things in here. You get slightly distracted by a row of shelves that are listed as Mixel's Marvelous Menstruations. And you have to wonder why I picked that, and then you realize like everything is nothing but M's, so it's all alliteration on everything. But you do come across a necklace of several green glowing balls called Mixel's Marvelous Magical Munitions. At the very bottom, you also see a little placard, do not use with the rocket launcher.
Can I tell what it would do?
You can give me an Arcana check or cast Identify.
I have identified, don't I? I do.
Okay, so with your 13 and Arcana, you're looking at it going, it probably explodes. Let me make sure.
Cast
You cast
identify.
Okay, you cast Identify. This necklace has 5 green orbs that cast a level 7 fireball of the element of your choosing.
All right.
However, if you do not state what that is when you declare that you are using it, you must roll a d8 to determine what type it is.
Tarl just reaches over on the bench in front of him and picks up the shiniest thing he sees.
You are now, Tarl, you are now in possession of Mixel's marvelous magnifying monocular.
Okay.
I know I misspelled that, but more or less, canon, what it does is it's a non-magic item that just allows you to see twice as far. Mularn, the glass case. Sorry, Mulak, the glass case in front of you, are you dropping detect magic at this point? Or are you just walking into the light?
Yeah, I wouldn't drop it.
Okay, so you're just walking. You cannot see what is directly in front of you. It's just glowing so bright.
It's like a moth to the flame. Let's go.
All right, so do you just reach into the light and grab whatever you're trying to grab?
Yeah.
It is a oblong, girthy object that is now in your hand. That is, you can't see what it is. It's just bright light everywhere. With
It's just a Tuesday.
Everybody else, y'all.
Having
Everybody else.
having long girthy things in my hand.
I hope not in the last 3 weeks. So what everybody else sees is Mulak literally put his hand through a glass plate and grab the object that's inside this case. But yeah, like I said, man, you're literally holding something that you cannot wrap your hand completely around. If you move your hand in either direction or getting the other hands on it, it is probably about 1.5 feet long before you find either end of it. But with detect magic up, you're just literally staring into like absolute light for with the level of magic that is coming at you.
What type of magic is it?
Give me a second to double check that.
What color is it? Is it two-tone in black?
It is conjuration magic. Tarl, from what you can see, that yes, he is grabbing what looks like a object made out of onyx with gold ribbing on it.
I guess I'll drop it so I can see what it is.
You're holding, like I said, a little bit more than 1 foot long onyx. Not quite a cylinder, not quite a cube, just kind of rough cut. There's gold edges to it and kind of like decorative stuff on it that is made like a gold filigree or like a ribbing around it, like it's encasing it. Give me a perception check, Mulak.
Oh, perception.
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 See, we mentioned girthy earlier. Okay, perception 11. You don't notice what I was going to describe this, but the DM is also trying not to giggle because I said girthy earlier and it sounded like you said pornception at first. I didn't know that's where the game was going tonight. Yeah, you do not notice what I was going to describe, Mulak. You're just holding this object. You also realize like you just put your hand through a plate glass.
Is it like? Does it look like a weapon or like a gadget?
It looks like an artifact, something that was dug up.
Some more like, yeah, like that's kind of what I was thinking of, like a gadget. Like it's a thing. It's not a weapon.
Yeah, I mean, well, you could probably hit somebody with this and hurt. I mean, it has a heft to it.
And Mixel didn't freak out when I broke a plate glass and grabbed this thing?
Mixel's up somewhere. Like, dude, like I said, he got sonic shot up a tube, and he's not come back down from the ceiling yet.
I'm putting it in my pocket.
Roll me sleight of hand.
I'm not sleight of handing it. I'm just straight put. I'm not trying to hide that I'm doing it.
All right. The whole party sees Mulak stick this. It doesn't really fit in your pocket, Mulak. It's over a foot long.
Stick it in my inside of my coat pocket so that it goes like up the side of my body.
All right, it is very cold to the touch when you do that. Anybody say anything as Mulak just pockets an artifact?
I mean, I just put something in my.
You're like,
I've been seeing other people steal shit, and I'm like, all right, I'll take one too.
Everybody's like, yeah, we can't say anything. As you put that in your pocket, all of a sudden you hear tick, boom, 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 like something spins, and then all of a sudden Mixel lands on a pillow. Bit of a problem. Bit of a
You say he has
problem.
a problem?
Yeah, he said a bit of a problem. Cannon, what were you saying?
What kind of problem?
Missing stuff. Missing stuff, missing stuff, missing stuff.
What you missing?
About a third of my mobile lab that I'm going to need for that spell because it's got the components.
Where's your
There are one of two places it could be. One was this lab. It's not here. Two is at the place I went to about 3 weeks ago.
Where did you go through?
I went to a establishment in a demiplane. I might have
Could you be
left
more
it.
specific?
I might have left it at the coat check.
You left part of your lab at a coat check.
Well, they also make you check
And
your weapons and magic items and henchmen when you go through the doorway of this establishment. There's a strict.
What is this establishment?
I
I already know.
Then what is it, love?
No, I want.
He goes, I'm not really comfortable saying it in front of a young lady.
I don't fucking care.
It was an establishment of a certain rapport.
What?
There's a whorehouse.
No!
There was 2 whorehouses.
No!
Was it a church that
Agreed.
also had prostitutes? I've heard of those.
Some of
Apparently,
the
they got really good cookies.
I referenced.
they have a partnership, yes.
Okay, so you went to a sex church.
Well, you are quite literally a child.
I quite literally am fucking.
It cut off after fucking. I'm quite literally fucking. I'm
I am quite literally fucking not.
She's been around a little.
I am a fucking orc. Culturally, at the very, which counts. And by our standards, I am definitely a full-grown ass adult. So where the hell is your church?
It's in a demi plane, and I need to take. We can go there and get it.
Yes, please. Not worried about whose bones you jumped. I want us to go, get rid of the evil.
I quite literally can't jump anybody's bones or have mine jumped.
Why are you?
Sometimes you like to look.
That's
I think it's normal. You're normal. By the way, I'm taking this.
I think there's.
Do you just pull that out of your coat?
Yep.
He goes, all right, I got like 3 more of those, man. Did you
What is it?
hold on? Did you put your hand through the plate glass?
No, I put my claw through it.
Bro, like there is a handle.
What is it?
That is Marvel's marvelous Mixelith. When you use it, it may or may not cast wish.
Okay, it's called what again?
Mixel's marvelous Mixelith. Basically put instead of it being monolith, mix
Okay,
instead
yeah.
of mon on.
May or may not cast wish. So it's Schrodinger's wish. Got it.
Yeah, you may or may not be walking around with a terrible monkey's paw in your pocket.
That is. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm taking it though.
Like I said, man, like I got more of those. So like, yeah.
Man, I sure wish that I almost had you, didn't I?
I mean, I'm gonna back up when you do that personally. It's like I'm gonna back my sweet little ass up way over here. I also suggest anyone else, if you get near him when he's doing that, to get behind like a lead shield, maybe.
I'm going to take cover.
I'm sorry, I missed out.
I'm not actually using it. I'm just keeping it.
Mixel rolls out from behind the desk that he had rolled behind when you threatened to use it.
That'll be a ripcord in case of emergency type of thing, more than likely.
This is gonna be Hewitt. Everybody's about to die.
I wish a motherfucker would.
All of a sudden, just one other party member dies. Oh, apparently Wish went through, my dude. All right, I'm sorry. I'm getting a map. I'm getting a map ready. All right. It's like, so, like, I can get us in. Is everybody cool? Everybody's cool, right? Like, nobody's.
I literally gave you a joint bigger than you.
Dude, that is such, like, grade A elementary shit with what you're about to see. Like, just want to make sure everybody, like, does everybody know what a plasmoid is?
Of course. Who who wouldn't know that?
Are you lying?
Yes.
Give me a deception check.
Oh no, that's not good because he's good at deception. Let's see. 28.
All right, damn, maybe y'all aren't as vanilla as I thought you were.
Did you know I'm also part dragon?
I can kind of see it. Not unusual for sorcerers. All right, so I need everybody to gather round. Need everybody to hold hands. And one of you to use the tongs on me.
I'll grab him with the tongs.
Okay. Again, everybody's got to be cool. I want to come back to this place.
Yeah, Arvax.
Tarl puts his sunglasses on.
It's amazing.
He just looks directly at you. Yeah, maybe don't do that. You look like a fucking nerd.
I don't know. I'm very fashionable, and I thought he looked cool.
I think I might be out of it. I ain't seen fashion for like 1,000 years. I'm rocking a loincloth, baby.
Oh, I can tell.
Clothes don't hold up well in here, man.
Why, you always ripping them off?
I don't try to.
People rip it off of you.
They literally can't, my son.
I look at my brother and I go, this guy fucks.
I literally can't, kid.
Oh, just look at him. You know he does, doesn't he?
Someone has left this unattended sassy child. Okay, give me just a second to get something ready.
Oh Lord, I think I know where we're going. He's finally got us there. It took 10 fucking years, but he's gonna finally get us there.
You know, that's a mighty saucy Pokemon you put with that King Shaman thing.
What? What the fuck? No, what the hell? Moose? Moose, what?
It's a Poplio. They're very saucy.
Where is this?
I post.
Emily posted it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, let me check Discord.
I didn't hear.
Say that one more time, Em.
I didn't hear what Moose said.
Said that's a mighty saucy Pokemon you got in that kink shaming thing.
Also, like,
So, as someone is contact with Mixel as he holds, or as he is being held by the tongs, and if anyone is listening, the music is playing. You are inside of a dimly lit room with a large stage. On it, there is a very large, muscular dragonborn wearing very tight pants in the central stage. Samara Kokra and Tabaxi's dancing around in the background. There's actually a couple of werewolves, which it doesn't work that they had baby oiled themselves. There are patrons scattered throughout this room. There's an empty table directly in front of you. And you hear, coming from behind the bar, "Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Broken Promises. It's Tuesday, so remember, body shots are half off. And on the stage right now, remember to tip your dancer, Tremendous Tail Terry."
I fucking knew it.
Mixel.
10 years. In 10 years he's tried to get us here.
I mean, our crew went there.
Lost Seas, you've been to a Broken Promises, yes. Broken Promises also appeared in one of our in the very first 24-hour campaign. But Mixel, all right, cool. I gotta get to the coat check to see if I can find my stuff. The rest of you need to.
I take him to the coat check.
So Tarl walks off with him towards the coat check. What do the other four of you? I'm not putting Moulette's token down. What do the rest of y'all do? Triplets, Arvax.
So let me get this straight. This is a strip club.
Basically, yes.
He will get very uncomfortable, but just being like, I don't know what to do and I'm uncomfortable type of thing. Not like I need to get out of here. Just what the fuck would be his thought.
On the way to the coat check, Tarl finds one of the girls, gives her 50 gold, and tells her to approach him and make him uncomfortable.
I'll be right back.
Moose is like, this is how I don't have to deal with this scene, guys.
No, I really have to go pee real quick.
Mute it, Moose. Arvax.
Just kind of neutral to the surroundings, I guess.
Arvax, as you look around the
The way
room.
he acted, I thought.
Sorry, say that again.
The way he acted, I thought it was gonna be something.
Who's the oldest dude in this place?
No, I was going to say, Arvax, as you look around the room, the lead dancer on the central stage, this very large, muscular blue dragonborn, like locks eyes with you.
Why do you keep doing this to me?
I mean, you're 7 feet tall in this room, Arvax, in solid black plate mail
Do you
armor.
forget what you? Do you forget what you did with?
Nope, I did not. Because we've also made it canon in this world that Dragonborn might have a thing for elves. And you are a very big elf.
Yeah.
You just watch as he points towards you as he keeps dancing, and then he starts spinning around a pole upside down.
That's actually something.
Moloch, are you back?
Yeah, sorry.
All right. You see a minotaur in décolletage come over to you. I was informed that it was your birthday, good sir.
It was not.
It's definitely.
How much do I need to pay you to go away?
I was paid 50 gold to celebrate your birthday.
Here is 60 gold to not.
Thank you. And she just dances away.
What's your problem? They're just.
The Windows, or I should say the Chrome version or the internet version of Discord seems to keep cutting Emily off.
I said, what's your problem? They're just dancing.
I don't like it.
Your brother.
Why?
I'm not judging them. I personally.
No,
don't.
but what's weird about it? They're just dancing. I mean, the whole thing is kind of impressive.
It's not the atmosphere. It's the direct intervention.
Millette looks, it's just not his thing. Like he just doesn't. Like, do we need to try to step out, bro? Like, do you need some air?
No, I'm good.
Like, do you
It's fun to watch. I just don't like it.
You're so weird, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Are you
not.
afraid of titties now? I'm confused.
Never been any different.
Just the direct quote of "Are you afraid of titties?" Like, it's just not his jam. Like, anybody want a drink? I kind of want to drink because I also don't like being stared at. That's not a dancer. That's a client over by the bar. They're staring at me that way. You know what? Bro, I'm cool with you if we both stand right here. Is that cool?
Whatever you want.
Mularn, how are you taking in this whole scene?
I'm just kind of whatever about it, honestly.
You're kind of what about it?
I'm just kind of ambivalent.
All right, all of y'all give me a perception check as I move these two over to the coat check. Tarl, you don't notice. Do you hand Mulak a receipt for 50 gold? Alright. Arvax, you're gonna notice this individual. Mularn, you're gonna notice this individual.
fucking grumpy?
Is there what? What'd you say,
Is there a grumpy cat tabaxi?
Yes, there are grumpy cat tabaxi. Moloch, are you looking around the room, or are you just kind of waiting for this to end?
I mean, he probably would be, but not in a way to where, like, he'd be no for what you're asking.
Okay. So Moloch, you don't roll then. You're just Arvax and Molarn. You notice an equine form that resembles a horse. A set of black folded wings as it bites onto a pitcher, turns its head up, and guzzles an entire pitcher of beer down across the room. You see the Dracolich of Hamantha. You see the Dracolich of Hamantha.
I'm going to tap. I'm going to begin by tapping at the wrist and moving up the forearm to the bicep, to the shoulder, to the neck, to the head of my brother, and turn his
Yeah,
head.
you need to get him out.
You know that whole you making yourself look like somebody else thing? Might want to do it.
Because of stupid Hamantha? We'll be alright.
If you want to get in and out of here quickly, or because Samantha sees you, there's going to be a fight.
Should I make all of us look different?
It probably wouldn't be a horrible idea.
I'll subtle cast seeming and make us look just like regular old people.
Alright. So, your appearances change. Tarl, as you're holding up Mixel and he is discussing with an individual at the hat check, you feel your pocket getting nuzzled.
Is that Greenleaf?
It is the original, oldest, grayest green leaf.
Reach into one of my pouches and I pull out an ear of corn.
Shifts his cigarette over and just starts chewing the corn on the other side. The look from this donkey is, should I be telling your mother that you're here?
You don't have to do that, but I'm not here for what you think I'm here for.
He looks at you and is like, is it the wings? The wings are actually pretty nice. All communicated somehow with eyebrows.
Does Greenleaf have little wings now?
I'm just saying, like he's talking about the wings. Like the restaurant serving wings.
No, I'm here with Mixel.
The eyebrows go up and it's like, you poor bastard.
And I point at the tongs.
He just shakes his head. And then goes, everybody else, you watch a donkey take a seat at a table. Very similar to a donkey, looks like an older version of the donkey you've had following you for a while. Also, you notice that the Dragonborn has stepped off the stage and is dancing y'all's way. Am I coming through?
Yeah.
All right. So Dragonborn's dancing towards you all. Eventually, you all hear Mixel yell, "What do you mean I needed a receipt? Who else drops off a third of a lab of alchemical supplies at the front door?"
Tarl reaches in his pocket and produces a receipt for a third of a chemical lab.
Your receipt is turned away, Tarl, as it is not on their letterhead. Mixel kind of spins in his little ball and looks at it. All right, we're going to have to talk to the boss. We need somebody that's good at talking. Because the old man is not fond of me.
What are we trying to get? What do we need him? What do we need to do?
He was he left stuff here the last time he came at the check-in.
Mhm.
He does not have a receipt for it. More or less, he's been told to go talk to the manager, and the manager does not like Mixel.
So, where's
Tarl's going to take a trinket out of his pocket and hand to the hat coat lady and ask for a receipt.
She looks at you. The hacker lady goes, I don't need that necklace. However, you could be turning over all your weapons as well as your friends. I know that you teleported in with the marvelous mage. However, rules are rules. And as she points above her, you see part of the wall start lighting up that says what you're not allowed to actually have in your possession in this place. I will need you to check all of your weapons, and then I will give you a receipt.
What is the point of demarcation that we have to give our weapons up to go across?
But I mean, if you walk towards the bar, it'll automatically happen because you're consenting by going here.
But what if I stay here?
She looks at you. Well, then you just won't get to imbibe in the recreational fun that is the facilities.
Tarl's going to stand there.
Mixel looks at you. Look, man, I said be cool here. We're going to get shunted.
I'm going to be cool. I'm just not going to go in and partake.
I mean, the manager's in there. Back to the rest of the party. Man, one of those songs I clicked on was terrible. So rest of the party. You watched what looks like an older version of the Greenleaf sit at a table, start eating boneless chicken wings. The main dancer is off the stage coming y'all's direction. There seems to be a disagreement over at the coat check area. And Hamantha's Dracolich seems to be in this facility as well. And y'all have been standing very still, I guess, waiting for Tarl to come back. That's not happening right now. So what are y'all going to choose to do?
Tarl uses his stone ascending to tell everybody, I need y'all to come over here.
Make our way over to Tarl.
He then tells them about the policy of checking all your weapons. And I need somebody to take Mixel's tongs and take Mixel in to see the manager, but I need a copy of the receipt they give you.
He needs to see them.
What, Em?
Walk.
He said he needs to see them.
All right, what were you saying, Knox?
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna just kind of. What do I? Do I have like a fucking dagger shit?
So as you walk up looking like you're trying to contemplate what to turn in, good mage will need your staff, any other weapons on you, scrolls, potions, anything along those lines. Especially if you especially if you happen to have like a bag of mystery or a bag of beans or the one with the little fuzzy balls that turn in the animals. We'd prefer that you turn those in because they can wreak havoc in here.
That's nice. I will hand over the bag of broken wind. The wand of vapors. And my quarterstaff.
The staff of Dale Earnhardt.
Nope.
Roll.
My old quarterstaff.
Where do you currently have the giant taped together stack of beer cans?
It is currently kind of affixed to. It's kind of affixed to my back. Kind of like a. It's kind of like a. Basically got a sling for it and the quarterstaff.
All right, as you hand that all over, she says, I do see that you still have something on your back, good sir.
Yeah, I plan on making it longer tonight. And I will take it out and show her that it is indeed like 12 cans of natural light taped together.
You watch as her eyes flash. Oh, yes, the staff of Dale Earnhardt. There's several of those in existence. Yours
Yep,
is.
and I'm making this one bigger.
No, that does constitute a weapon. We also serve in glasses, not in cans. We're not Philistines.
And I'm not particular.
Are you going to hand over the staff of Dale Earnhardt, good sir?
I mean, whatever. I will hand it over.
All right, and with that, all of a sudden you poof to a bar seat. Mulak.
Do I have a receipt?
You do have a receipt in your pocket. All right, Mulak, and
Yes.
your brother just poofed, and you see him now over at the bar, like maybe about 15 feet away. Are you going to hand over anything to go into the establishment, or are you going to stand with Tarl?
I'll go in.
All right, sir, I will need you to turn in all of your weapons.
I literally don't have any weapons.
Scrolls, magic rings, bracers.
Nope.
Any magic item that could be used in a form of offense.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I have this wand. I'll give her a wand that I have.
All right, this is me asking you as the DM, Moose, and because I don't want to pull up your character sheet. Are you telling the truth at this point? Are there other things on your person that could constitute weapons?
Uh,
or a method of inflicting harm that is beyond your natural body?
It's all defensive.
Okay. So as you hand that over, you watch as
Minus that wand, which I don't actually use, so they can take it.
So her eyes flash again. She looks at you. All right, good sir. You may enter. And you poof next to your brother. And you have a receipt in your pocket. Arvax. Oh no, did we lose him?
No, I'm here.
All right, are you going to do anything to enter, or are you going to stay with Tarl and Mixel?
Oh my
At
god,
any point, does Tarl see what the receipts look like?
Give me a perception check. You get a look at it, Tarl, and even with the tool set you have, it would take you a couple shots to like make the letterhead look right. You know that you could, it's just going to take a minute. But Arvax, are you going to stay out with them, or are you going to try to go into the bar? Or the bar proper?
Yeah, I'll join.
You'll join them? All right, so the lady looks at you. I need all of your weapons, good madam.
Alright, hang on, it's gonna take a minute.
Do you just start stacking up weapons on the table?
Mm-hmm.
Do you give everything that you got?
Yeah. He's
All
gonna disappear.
right, so then you poof over here, behind them with a receipt in your pocket, and very quickly, directly behind both of the brothers, and right next to you is Tremendous Telteri dancing. Tarl, Moulette looks at you. I think, man, like I'm going to like chill here with you for now. Is that cool? Do you need me to like run interference? Are you going to like do anything like a scam? Are we?
Well, I wanted one of the others that was a talker to take Mixel in to talk to the boss.
He looks at Mixel. You got any weapons, Mixel? Yeah, I don't got. And then you just watch as Moulette grabs the tongs and yeets Mixel into the room. You didn't have anything to check, right, ma'am? No. So, like, he's in. They just gotta go get him. So, Arvax, give me a perception check real quick. Oh, you don't see this coming. So, Arvax, you get hit by something from behind. You land face to face with Tremendous Telteri. Twins, do you turn around at the sound of your friend getting thwacked by something? The stripper going, whoa! And just hearing, son of a bitch!
Yeah.
So what y'all see is Arvax has been hit by a projectile Mixel. She is very, almost like if it's not kissing because Dragonborn don't have lips, but her face is on this Dragonborn's beak, and Mixel is spinning in the middle of the floor in front of the main stage, cursing in Gnomish. And
Oh,
and as it is 10:26, I think this is a good place to call it quits for tonight because I know several folks have work tomorrow, and we has a baby that needs to be in a bed.
gee.
Stop sending energy vibes to your godchild for her to be more and more belligerent, Knox.
No.
Damn, I was hoping that would work.
Mm.
Because she's choosing violence for every answer right now. Anyway, thank you to
That's her right.
thank you everybody that watched tonight. We'll be back next week, hopefully. And I'll be honest, this campaign doesn't have much more after this, guys. So uh, be be ready for whatever might come next after this, whatever we run. We've been doing this one for 3 or 4 years now, so wow. Anyway, again, for everybody that was watching, thank you very much. If you can donate to St. Jude or the Trevor Project, we'd greatly appreciate it. Also, anybody that knows our socials, if you see our buddy Nathan, he has a GoFundMe up right now because of needs for some medical expenses. So if you can donate to that as well, we'd greatly appreciate it. And thank you all very much for watching. And Knox, since you're here,
We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. And until next time, folks, don't let your meatloaf.